Alright, guys, we have Vray 5 for 3ds Max Update 2, and it is awesome. It has been released for quite some time now, and I have just decided to upgrade to Vray 5, and it's looking beautiful. There are a lot of updates that comes with the package. I would suggest that you also go check this video out. You can also try it out for free or buy it, but there is lots of updates with Vray 5. It's looking very beautiful in Vray 5, and this is where we are going to be continuing our tutorials with Vray 5. Right, in this video tutorial we are going to be doing some landscaping on the project. We're going to be putting some grass on this area. We're going to be putting grass in between this concrete pavers right here. We're going to have concrete pavement there at the back of the building. We're going to have trees all over. So yeah, guys, let's get started. We're gonna start by going to select our surface where we're going to render, which is this one. Go to create. From standard primitives we're gonna change to Vray, then we're gonna select Vray first. From here, what I want to do, or what I like to do, is to create a new camera view, which will be a physical camera right there, and I'll change this to camera view 2. From there I will make it face down, like that, and I will put this to IPR. I'll then change the exposure of the camera. And from there we can see the very fur grass in our scene, and this is not what we are looking for. We are rather looking for grass that looks like actual grass, and for us to do that we need to start playing with the Vray fur settings. I'm gonna change the height, thickness to 0.1, gravity to -3, bend 0.55. Notice as I change, this is JG there as well, and I'll put taper to 1, and I'll put VAR direction to 1 and the length to 1. Now it's starting to look like grass a little bit. I'm gonna change the area to 3. I just want to do a test render just to see how that looks like. I'll just do that on that region. So from here we can start to see the height of our grass is just going a little bit above that wall there, and that is too much, so we have to take it down a little bit. So I'm going to select this and put it to 5 and see what the difference is. So here we can see the way that our grass is being distributed across our plane there. So at this section we can see that because of our camera view, it seems as if there is a lot of grass growing there, but at the closer area there is separations. So you can adjust that according to what you want when you start putting material, but this is how grass grows in real life time. It doesn't grow constantly on the ground plane. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna change the, let's say, I will change per area. I will put 4.
What we do here is go back.
And then from there I'm gonna go to this area there, so that I can start putting the grass that will be sitting in between the pavements right there. So I will just take the same settings that I applied there and I will put them there. So there we will do the same process again. Create Vray further. Once it has come up, automatically it takes the same settings we applied to the previous one, and there it is right there. You can do just a small region render just to see how that's gonna look like. Now we can see that our V-Ray has fallen on the correct plane. Now that is perfect, that's what we've been looking for. So what we're gonna do now is to put material on the grass. For us to start with the material, we're just going to select a new tab, and we're going to put a V-Ray material tab there for it. And from there I'm going to start selecting grass materials that I would like to put on the grass plane. So I will make 2 and I'll tell you the reason why. So I'm going to use this one for the ground. What you can do is that you can go to the internet and look at any ground textures that is offered to you. So there are different ground textures that you can select from. So depending on the type of final render that you would like to get, you will select your own texture that you would like to use. So this will be the first one that I will use for the diffuse material. I'll put that as my diffuse right there, and I'm going to put a bump as well. So for a bump, I'm going to go and select that as the bump. Once I have it like that, you can see that it looks like that. So I'm just going to change the bump from 30 to 40. So I'm going to select the plane and I'm going to apply the material. As you can see, it changes right there. But now when you start zooming deeper inside, you realize that the material is not to scale. For us to change it to scale, we're going to go to the modify tab, and under here we are looking for UVW map. Once you select that, it automatically adjusts the scale of the material to the plane, and there are different mappings that you can select and apply for your planes. So I'm going to leave it on planar view, and from there I'm going to go to the drop down menu, select Gizmo, and start resizing the size of my material, just like that. Now if you select UVW map and try to scale, it will scale the plane itself. So that is the difference between UV map and the Gizmo. And once you are here selected, you won't be able to select anything else. You need to be here, and then you are able to select other stuff. We're going to do the same with this, and we are going to go to our material, apply that UV map, and it automatically takes that shape, and if you want to rescale it, you can. It tries to take the same scale as that. So since this it's a view whereby we won't be necessarily seeing in depth of the ground plane, you can leave it like that. If you want to change it, you can also change it. So after that, we're gonna go to our material tab, and we're going to create a second grass. So I'm gonna call this ground grass plane. The second one will be grass texture, and I'm gonna go to materials, Vray bitmap, and I will use the I will use this one. I will use this one as my bitmap, which is this one, appearing like that, very plain. And now we're going to go out of it, and we need to put a bump. So now for a bump, we're going to select 001 like that. Once we have this, we're going to change the bump to actually from 30 to 40. And we're going to select the V-Ray itself, or the V-Ray fur, once the settings come out, and we're just going to click apply material. Select V-Ray, click apply material. And from there as well, if you do a test render, you'll be able to see the materials coming out. So our materials are coming up quite nicely, such as that. Now the quality is very low, but it's okay because we're still testing materials. So we can stop this and look at our framework. So now our grass is coming out very nicely, like that, and that is what we are looking for in our render. Once we have this grass like this, we can now start to go into our library again and start picking out trees that are going to put around the site, and flowers, and many more. So with trees, I want to start picking up trees that have different colors. So I'll take one red tree, one green tree, this color, just to add a little bit of variety in the render. So let me first put this one, number 55. And merge it inside. So this is a small tree, as you can see. We'll work it out where we want to put it. I'm just gonna stop that for the time being.
What we do here is go back, 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 back.
So this is um, the first step of putting vegetation in the scene. I always like to have like one vegetation just at the forefront of the view, just touching the inside a little bit and having a lot of greenery surrounding the building. But sometimes I don't like to put too much. You can also have just a little hint right there, show that there is a tree. And I also like to rotate them so that this view doesn't start to look like any other tree that we have in our environment. And that is coming out quite beautifully, I must say. And the trees are also gonna start to cast some shadow there on the floor. So if I had put a tree somewhere here, it was going to cast a shadow on the building going towards that direction. But right now there's nothing because I don't have any tree somewhere there. So that is okay with me. So what I want to start doing right now is just to put a few, not too much, a few landscaping items just there. And yeah, actually let me start by putting the pavement that we were supposed to have put at the end there, so that when the final render comes it doesn't start looking quite funny. So we're going to put it there. Alright, so this is the material that I'm gonna put for our ground at the back side of the building, and I'm going to use these materials to make it come alive. So I'm going to go to my materials and I'm going to create a new Vray material right there. Call it concrete floor. I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom and I'm going to go to diffuse Vray bitmap. So for my diffuse, I'm using this one, which is this one there. After that, I'm going to go to the bump, and I'll pick bump there. I will go to glass. We have glass right there. I'm going to go for the reflection. Put displacement. Reflection. So I don't want to put too much, because the more you put is the heavier this material will start to get. So I think that's okay. That's okay with me. These materials, and it looks good as well. So Again, the material is too small. We're gonna go repeat the same process as the last time. UV map, and now since we're in planar view, we're gonna go to Gizmo, and we're going to rescale the material. I think this is quite okay, since you're not even going to see most of it at the background anyways. So with that said, we're gonna go right ahead and start to look for. So I'm gonna go and select some rocks that I have, and this is one type of a rock that I wanna put in the scene. I quite like it, and so I'm just gonna drag it and drop it in the inside and put it there. Gonna rescale it. Something like that. Now, what I want to do is to start putting just a few flowers next to the rock right there, so that it doesn't look um, too lonely. So, just gonna go around and see which flower I can put.
What we do here is go back, 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 back.
Gonna bring that flower closer. Like that. Let me just stop this because it's taking some memory. Just gonna make sure it's touching the ground like that. It's fine. You can always convert all of this at the end. Right now, it's just going to take too much time. I'm gonna put this one right here. I think I'm gonna put a few flowers just to go there so that the wall doesn't look just empty as it does. I'm actually thinking of putting so from here what I want to do, what I'm thinking of doing is just putting a random bicycle just on the ground, just to add something on the landscape as a final touch. So I'll just put the first bicycle in there.
What we do here is go back, 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 back.
yeah, so I will leave it like that, and I think this is good enough to conclude our landscaping tutorial. Of course, there are other methods that you can start using, but for me, this is the method that I like using most of the time, and I have stuck with it for quite some time. But yeah, this is what I like to do, and from here, what I will do is typically just go and reassign material to some of the trees and the flowers. So when it comes to assigning materials to the flowers and trees, it's the same process that I showed in one of the videos that I'll put above, where you can go to File, Reference, Asset Tracking Toggle, and you can refresh. You can select a couple of materials that are grouped under the same folder, and then you go to Path, Set, and you choose the path where they are saved, and you use that, and this is going to start looking for those materials, and you start getting them like that. I will see you on the next tutorial, where we'll start putting material on the building. We'll even start adding additional lighting in spaces where needed, and putting some furniture inside the buildings. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning. Please subscribe, leave a like on the video and a comment. Thank you.